Hi everyone and welcome back. Again, I'm here with Jeremiah. This is video 2. Feel free to check out video 1 and also make sure you've checked out our warm-up and stretch video. It's very important that we stretch and warm up before any workout. So we're literally going to pick up from where we left off in the last session. We talked about stance, which is our base, the positioning of our feet, and we talked about guard, which is our hands and the positioning of our hands. Back to normal. Just to recap, let's go over it again. Our dominant side is going to be the side that stays behind. We're going to step forward on our weaker side. So Jeremiah's dominant side is his right side. I'm going to do the opposite for you. I'm going to step back with my left as my dominant, my weaker side being my front. I'm going to make sure that my front foot is facing the direction that I'm looking, which is forward, and my back foot is like a 45-degree diagonal angle. Very simple. I've got a slight bend in my knees, and today I'm going to teach you about coming slightly off the ground. Literally, it's as if you can swipe a credit card or a piece of paper underneath your heels. You're not tiptoeing high, it's just a nice slight bend. Bend in the knees also. So this stance will help you, give you a nice solid base. You shouldn't wobble and you should be nice on your toes. If you have to spring forward or spring back, you're ready to go. Gonna drop our hands by our side. Clench our fists or curl our fingers, close them up and bring them up to our jawline. So this is called our guard. Tuck our chin, relax our shoulders, tuck our chin, nice tight guard, perfect. Remember, whichever direction that we're moving in, that's the foot that's going to go first. So if we step forward, our front foot is going to lead, our back foot will follow. We're going to make sure that our back foot is not traveling in line with our front foot. We're going to step over slightly. Good. So now we've got a nice, solid base, symmetrical line down the middle. Step forward again. Good. And we step back, forward, back, keeping our hands nice and tight, just like what we did in video 1. Now we're going left and right. If I go right, my front foot goes first. If I go left, my left foot goes first. So we got left, we got right, forward, back. And then lastly, this is the tricky part. This is where we separate the dancers from the non-dancers. It's the pivot. We imagine someone's walking right towards us. So we step out the way, we spin backwards to turn and face. So if you're left-handed and your right foot's in front, just like I did, you step out to your right, spin backwards and turn and face. If you're right-handed like Jeremiah is, you step out to your left and you turn and face. So let's just quickly go over those steps. Guard up, nice solid base, heels slightly off the ground, bending our knees, we travel forward. 1 step, backwards, left, right, back, forward, pivot, step out, turn and face. Pivot again, step out, turn and face, pivot again. So it's just a 90-degree turn. And again, and we're back to where we started. So that's very simple, that's our movement. Now we're gonna move into our striking. This is the fun part. The thing about self-defense is, punching is easy. You can never ever have thrown a punch ever in your life, but that's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind to throw. So I'm gonna teach you how to technically throw a strike and to do it safely and properly. So we're gonna start off with our jab. Our jab is our lead hand. So if I right with my right, or throw with my right hand, I'm gonna lead with my weaker hand, my jab. Same thing, if I throw or right with my left, I'm gonna start with my right. I'm gonna be here. The end product is this. Straight, chin down, fist flat, and leg also twisted. How we get there, we're keeping our elbows tucked in, we're punching straight down the line and coming straight back. So Jeremiah's gonna give you an example. We're gonna go nice and slow. He's nice and relaxed, his elbows are tucked in, he's gonna fire straight and he's gonna twist his foot. Good, at the same time. Coming back to guard, turn the face this way for me. Good, guard up, same again. Fire straight down the pipe and you twist for power. So watch this. Stand nice and strong, very nice and strong. If I want to get power, a lot of the time we're going to put effort in and push from our back, like so. But I want range, so I don't want to be too close. I don't want to be in distance that he can hit me. In order for me to get power from being out of range, is I add a twist. So I'm not stepping forward, which will put me in danger. I'm just adding a twist to gain momentum and power. So for example, stands nice and strong, my hand can fit nice and firm on his chest. I push, leaning from my back, and as you see, my head's dipping forward. Stand nice and strong again, my hand's on his chest. I can see him really bracing. He knows what's coming. This time I'm going to twist from my foot, and you see the difference. You even heard him go, The twist is very important. We twist, come straight back to our guard. So this is called a jab. Jab, and then the backhand, some people call it straight. We call it cross in Thai boxing. Cross. Jab, cross. Together now. Guard up. Nice tight guard, nice and relaxed. I want to see you twisting. So if I say jab, it's your front hand. Jab, aim straight, come straight back to your guard. Cross, aim straight, come straight back to your guard. Jab, really picture a target right in front of you. Cross, good. Jab, cross, jab, cross. When you're crossing and you're twisting off the back foot, try not to go onto your toes. Just nice twist onto the ball of your foot and then back. Just like how you would do if you were throwing a ball, or if you're in baseball, hitting with a bat, or even if you're playing golf. We're going to the ball of our foot, not our toes. So let's go again. This time we're going to add a bit of movement. We got forward, back. I'm going to switch stance. Forward, back. So jab, front hand, jab, jab, cross, cross, jab, cross, back. Good. Left, right, left, forward, jab. Good. We're going to pick up the pace slightly now. We're going to add some doubles in, but this time we're going to move with the punch. So if I say double jab, you're going to take 2 mini steps with the jab. The mini steps is the same as a big twist. So double jab, double jab. Good. Cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, jab, double jab. Perfect. Last thing we're going to bring in is the breathing. So with every strike, we're going to breathe out. If you imagine yourself being like a balloon, every time you punch, you want to let out a little bit of air. Tense our core, let out a little bit of air. So that way, we can't pop like a balloon will pop if we get hit at the same time as we're striking. So remember, fighting or whatever self-defense you're doing is a two-way street. That person is attacking you while you're defending yourself. We got jab, louder, jab, cross, jab, forward, back, cross, 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 jab, double jab, double jab. All right, so what safety would you do after the double jab? Excellent, perfect. So we throw our double jab, remember safety, we step back out afterwards. So if I say double jab, I want you to automatically now step back. All right, double jab. Good, excellent. Keep those hands up, keep those elbows in, tucked in, double jab. And step back, perfect. Double jab. And step back. All right, double jab, cross. And step back, perfect. Double jab, cross. Good, remember to breathe. Double jab, cross. Excellent, good twisting, and again. Perfect, so that's how we throw our straight punches. Now we're gonna move on to our hooks. Now a lot of people will hook like this. Comes from down here, big hooks. When you're trained, just like I'm training you, you'll be able to see them coming from a mile off. The brain picks up little signals from our body, same way if I was to grab something, make it look like I'm gonna throw it at you, your brain will think, oh, I need to catch. So to have a nice technical punch, we're just gonna pick our front hand, pop the elbow up. Imagine there's a pole that we need to punch around, and we're striking around the pole. So again, pop the elbow up, punch around the pole. Elbow up, punch around the pole. The same for the backhand. Elbow up, punch around the pole. Good. Again, and again. So this is our hooks. We've got hooks to the body, and we've got hooks to the head. So if I say front hook, I want to see you twist and breathe. Front hook. Front hook. Good. Front hook. Back hook. Front hook. Back hook. Front hook. Back hook. Jab. Cross. Front hook. Back hook. Step back. Excellent. Step back. Good. Forward. Pivot. Nice. Jab. Cross. Front hook. Pivot. 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 Remember to step out of the way. Jab. Cross. Double jab, cross. Excellent. Good movements. Good movements. Lastly, the last two punches we're going to add are our uppercuts. A lot of people want to uppercut from down here, come straight up. But all we want to do is just raise the chin. Nice and simple. Pop. Raise the chin, just like that. We're going to be here. Chin down. If I say front uppercut, keep the other hand up. Drop slightly. Raise the chin. So front uppercut. The more power you want is the more you twist. If I just want a little bit of power, I'm just twisting from the hip. If I want a lot, twisting from the ground. So front uppercut, front uppercut, back uppercut, back uppercut, back uppercut. And you see my arm is really tight. All I'm doing is just twisting, raising the chin. Pop. Same for the front. Pop. I'm not dropping down. I'm coming straight up. Nice and tight by my jawline. Pop. Pop. All right, so watch Jeremiah now. Guard up. Good. Step forward. Jab. Cross. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Front hook. Back hook. Front uppercut. Good. Back uppercut. Step forward. Step back. Jab, cross. Jab, cross, front hook. Good. Now you're going to get involved. We're going to do it together. Very simple. Let's start off with punch number one. Jab. Then cross. Then front hook. Back hook. Still breathing. Front uppercut. Back uppercut. Front uppercut again. Back uppercut. Front hook. Back hook. Front jab. Cross. So now, when we put all 6 punches together, you see our body automatically rotates. Jab, cross, so that already sets up our hook, which already sets up our back hook, sets up our uppercut, and our back uppercut. So let's do all 6 punches together. Jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Good. And again, jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Now, we're gonna add in movements. Guard up, double jab. Step back, pivot off. Nice, good. So watch again, we double jab. We came forward, kept our opponent away, we stepped back, and we angled off. So anything that's coming, any quick momentum that they come forward in, we are now out of the way. That will give us time to exit the scene or be prepared for whatever's coming next. So watch again, double jab, step back, pivot off. Now we're gonna add a cross, double jab, cross. So we set up a strong hand, we step out again, we pivot off. Now we've got loads of space. Close now, close range. We might add a front hook, back hook, front uppercut, then pivot off. So again, we're going 2 hooks, uppercut, pivot off. We might go 2 hooks to the body, 1, 2, come up to the head with an uppercut, and then pivot off. You might go forward with a jab, cross, front hook to the body, and then pivot off. So after every combo, what we're looking for is an exit. A combo is just a combination of strikes put together, kind of like a word or joined up handwriting. That's how I try and imagine it. I don't want to think of breaks, punching from the hip. You can see I'm very exposed. If I was the opponent and Jeremiah came forward, I stepped forward and Jeremiah threw a jab as he stepped backwards, what that's doing is keeping me away, making me think, okay, danger, and that gives him the ability to be safe. So if he has to step forward with a double jab, that's going to push me back. He might throw a cross, that might stun me. He stepped back and he's pivoted off out the way. So watch again. He's come forward with a double jab, cross, boom, stunned me. He stepped back and he's pivoted off out the way. You've got 40 seconds just to practice that now. I want you to put together your hands and your feet. So you're moving and striking, breathing, thinking about safety, exiting, safety, exit. Good, safety, exit. So hands are going back to your head, hands are nice and high, chin's tucked nice and low. Good. Base is still nice and sturdy. So like I said in our first video, we are from a Thai boxing background. So a lot of our striking is Thai boxing based. Thai boxing was a form of self-defense that was developed by the Thais. That was to literally defend their country. First line of defense. If people were coming to invade, they're using their elbows, their hands, their knees, their shins. At that time, they even used heads to defend their family and to defend their countries. Last movement we're going to put in for today is the circle. So I've been teaching you how to pivot off, where you step out and you pivot backwards. What if there's no space? What if we're here and we can't pivot off and go backwards? What you're going to do is keep your base nice and wide, and this is like a skip. It's like you skip round. So Jeremiah's guard's up and I'm walking this way, I'm coming towards this way and he needs to move out the way, he just skips round. If I'm coming towards this way, he will pivot off. So he might pivot off, he might skip. So now we've got both directions. You've got the ability to move in both directions. If I say skip, I want you to skip round in your space. If I say pivot, I want you to step out and turn. So guard up, nice and high, pivot. Good, pivot, skip, wrong way. Exactly. Pivot, good, skip. Good, so always try and think about your space. If I'm here and I've got an obstacle, I'm not gonna circle into the obstacle. I'm gonna pivot and face the obstacle. Now I've got all this space that I can move away from. If I can't pivot because something or someone's in my way, I will circle out the space. Depending on how close I am from my opponent or from danger, it's dependent on how high my hands need to go. If I'm this close, I'm gonna keep my hands nice and high, danger. If I'm this far, I can be a bit more relaxed because I know there's nothing he can do from that distance. Let's put it all together. Striking, all of our movements including pivots and the circle. Punches, breathing, pivots, circling off, imagining you're close, imagining you're far. So sometimes your hands might be nice and high, sometimes your hands might be a bit low. Still striking, still breathing. Good, still moving. Start thinking about the head and the body now. So not just going head hungry, but think about some combos that include the body and include stepping out and exiting. You might throw a jab cross to the head, you might throw a cross to the body, you might exit. You might throw jab, cross to the head, hook to the body, and then exit. If you want to slow it down and just work on your striking, one strike at a time, back to your guard. One strike at a time, back to your guard. What some people might do is drop like this. You want to keep them here. Boom, back to guard, back to guard, back to guard, back to guard. Stepping out, pivoting off, step around. You can slow it right down. The more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes. This is something that you can do anywhere in your house. It's like a foreign language. If you have ever tried to learn a new language, it's not very easy. The more you do it, or even living in it, is the more easier it becomes. Nice tight guard, jab, cross, hook, cross. Make sure you practice all your movements, all your striking, because next video we're going to start bringing in our defenses to these striking. I will see you on the next one.